Chris Broussard, a former reporter at the Plain Dealer as well as the Akron Beacon Journal, nationally on First Things First, talking about which quarterbacks are under the most pressure this year.
The most pressure is on the Cleveland Browns quarterback. Yes, Baker Mayfield. Again, they are stacked everywhere. The defense can ball. The receivers are great. The running game is fantastic. The offensive line gets it done. It's on Baker. And last year, when OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. went out, I said, I think Baker will play better without OBJ because he won't have the pressure of getting him the ball. And he did. But OBJ is back. Now, can Baker show he's that leader on the team who can handle having a superstar celebrity receiver and not feel the pressure to force the ball to him? This is big for Baker. And again, like Lamar, has yet to sign the lucrative contract extension.
And Tim, I would say I don't think it's as much about the pressure of handing a star wide receiver. I think Baker Mayfield's more comfortable in the offense, and so the bailout isn't going to be go to Odell. I think he went to Odell because that was, this is broken down. I'm going to Odell. I think he's much more comfortable. The offense is second nature to him, and that'll take him where he needs to put the football.
Agreed. And I mean, this is the, good problem to have when you're the Browns. You have so many options out there on offense, but only one football to work with. So again, it comes down to the framework of the offense and where Odell fits in. The benefit of them both being in the offense for a second year really, I'm sure, will take some pressure off Baker. But I do want to disagree with Chris Broussard there as far as, the most pressure on the quarterbacks go. Yeah, Baker's got a lot of pressure because there's Super Bowl expectations on this franchise. He has not played a very good, complete season in his career. He's had great halves of a season, but never a great full season. But I don't think he's under the most pressure. I look at the rest of that top five. Tua of the Dolphins, I think he's got a lot of pressure because this was a guy who was pulled out of games twice last season for not performing, and the franchise pretty much turned the keys over to him. A team that certainly can make the playoffs, and he's got to perform. Then you look at Matt Stafford in Los Angeles. He goes from a team in the Lions who was one of the worst in the NFL to all of a sudden you're in Los Angeles. You're on a Super Bowl contender. The expectation is not only is to win the Super Bowl and to do it in the city where the Super Bowl is played. So that's got to be massive expectations. And then Carson Wentz with the Colts, who is also on that list. He's got to revitalize his career. He took a massive hit in 2020. He's coming to Indianapolis. He's reunited with Frank Reich. So there's tremendous pressure on, him as well, because if this doesn't work out as well for him under the guy who really helped get Wentz to borderline MVP level in his second season, you just wonder about his future.
Yeah, I think those are all fair points. And the other thing I would say is let's see what Baker Mayfield does second year in a system. Everybody's back on offense. Kevin Stefanski's more comfortable. There is so much continuity that Baker Mayfield has not had before. Let's see what happens. If I were a betting man, I'd bet on him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what Baker's done for his whole career, prove people wrong. And, again, with just the continuity he's never had that guys like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have enjoyed throughout their careers, it would be perfectly reasonable to expect Mayfield to take a pretty massive leap in 2021.